Galnet News Update, 15th of November 3308. The article, published by Yarrow Kenyatta, Ismail Palin and Ram Tar on the 3rd of November, and the joint statement issued by Professors Albertesro and Palin and Guardian expert Ram Tar on the 10th of November, have caused unease among a human population that feels powerless in the face of the Thargoids' advance. That's according to a report filed by Casey Kilpatrick from Castellan Station in Lave System. Multiple factors, including concern that the rogue signal sources, popularly known as Thargoids, might be a reaction by the Thargoids to Salvation's attempt to wipe them out in HIP 22460, and the complete lack of any ideas from the superpowers or anyone else about how to stop them, have led to protests from the systems closest to the advancing Thargoids, and to many of the inhabitants choosing to flee to the other side of the bubble. There is a huge interest in anything broadcast on icecasts about the Thargoids, even though there seems to be relatively little new information. While Palin and his fellow authors have been criticised for their alarmist messaging, the failure of the superpowers to formulate a sensible military response to the approaching threat may be contributing just as much to the growing sense of panic. The scientists' supporters have suggested that there would be little point trying to sugarcoat the pill, and that perhaps humanity needs to develop a sense of concern to kickstart it into doing something. There are at least some signs that independent systems are starting to prepare a military response, but the superpowers' response remains poorly coordinated. The coming of the Thargoids has started causing violent swings in the prices of some goods as citizens start stocking up and perhaps preparing to fight or flee. The Bank of Zeonce has issued a warning that there is a risk of recession as production gets hit by increasing costs and unstable demands. But there is scope too for profiteering as the supply and demand of some goods becomes harder to predict. In what may be good news for explorers, Vista Genomics is in talks with Professor Palin about sharing its genetic database so that other ways of combating the Thargoids can be researched. If it goes through, the price that Vista is willing to pay for new genetic information may increase significantly in the coming days and weeks. Kilpatrick's report concludes by saying that, in the absence of anything positive that we can achieve, all humanity can do is to sit and wait for the Thargoids to arrive. While Palin believes he knows that the signals are Thargoid, he has no means of knowing what they will do when they arrive. Will they be huge motherships? Will they dominate entire systems, in the way HIP 22460 has been claimed by the Thargoids? Are they carrying Thargoid foot soldiers who could take over starports, outposts and settlements? Are they simply planning to obliterate humanity from the face of the galaxy? When the 8 Thargoids arrive, which best estimates say will be in the next 2 weeks, we will all find out together.